My favorite quote is happiness, only real when shared, which is seen at the end of Into the Wild, both the book and the movie, because it was in Christopher McCandless's journal. It was the last thing that he wrote. There's three major reasons that I connect strongly with this quote, and I think that if I had to pick a quote, this would be it as my favorite quote. Um, it looks at how we view nature and how we view society, but most importantly, it's how we view personal relationships and connections. So we can talk about that first. How we view, personal connections is, some people have the idea that, you can go out and you can experience things by yourself and, you can be independent and, kind of be happy by yourself. But I think this quote, kind of uses his experience in life um, to sort of disprove that you can't always go at everything alone, and that doesn't necessarily have to be super strong connections all the time, but things are best experienced and lived when you are in the presence of other people and with the influence of other people, because otherwise you are, there's it's almost like an unlocked meaning behind things that without being with other people you're not going to be able to experience, because you're not going to be able to share your thoughts, you're not going to be able to grow stronger with somebody without being with somebody else. I also think it's important the way that we view society, um, because there is this kind of belief that you can do things, super independently, and you don't, necessarily have to, do everything with somebody. But this, kind of goes against that and says that, you're not going to be really getting the most that you can get out of something without being with somebody else. Um, and then also the way that we view nature. Um, you can go out and you can try to experience all these things by yourself, but you're not going to be truly experiencing them, and you're not going to be truly enjoying them in the best of their capabilities unless you're seeing it with somebody else, because you have somebody else to share the experiences with. And I think that naturally and biologically that's kind of the way that humanity is pushed, and any attempted counter against that really isn't necessarily true to the way that um, we would be happiest.